the NBA on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here, and I'm joined by Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg with David Aldridge on our sideline. And now a moment to check out, sure racking up a lot of miles, Clark. A lot of games, a lot of flights, a lot of late nights, early mornings, but in some ways it must be easier these days than it was, say, 20 years ago when you were playing.
It's easier now than it was when I played. I mean, we had commercial flights and 6 a.m. flights. These guys now actually have charter services. And heck, I often think that the guys before me had it much worse than I did. So it's all relative. But clearly, it's hard, it's demanding, but they also have the very best of care in getting to and from the cities across the league.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. The backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. And it's DeRozan in at the 3, the small forward. We've got Shorty, also B-Train out there. G out there with Big Smooth. DeRozan's shot is good.
Oh, man, DeRozan, his interior game, worthy of much respect. When he gets the ball in a good spot, he goes to work.
Right wing. Here's B-Train. He's covered by Matthews. B-Train. The shot, no good. Good D by Lopez. Matthews finds DeRozan. The step back jumper is good.
Matthews has a nice feel, guys, for when a teammate has a clean look, gets him the ball.
To the left wing from 15 feet away. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Kings in Sacramento.
And also 3 steals, so he showed some grit and determination on the defensive side.
Talk about a great start. 3 of 3 from the field to get the game going. They're cooking with gas, folks.
It's common to see wing players improve their perimeter shooting in the league, but DeMar DeRozan's most striking growth has been his ball handling and playmaking. He's been dynamic with the ball in his hands.
To end the run, Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Tipped away. And here's the fast break. All going up court.
And that ends the struggle. You could feel the tensions in the building with each miss.
Woo, man, this thing was turning into a soccer game. A lot of action and not many points.
Outside DeRozan, 18 feet out, and the bank shot is good. DeRozan's got 9. And Greg, DeRozan watching a ton of films of guys like Andre Miller and Sam Cassell operating in the pick and roll.
Not only that, Kevin, to strengthen his left hand, he used it for daily activities like writing, leaving no stone unturned to become an expert initiator.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Giannis.
And he's fallen out of favor a little bit in their offense, at least compared to how he was being used earlier in the season. His usage percentage is down over the past 5 games. Maybe he'll be more involved here tonight. Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Impressive start here. That's 5 straight makes to start the game.
Passes it to B-Train. Milwaukee with the rebound. This game coming on the heels of their win against the Kings.
Yeah, and in that one, they caused a lot of misfires with their intensity on the defensive end.
And the hustle they showed on that end was infectious, contagious. I mean, their squad really got after it.
Here's Shorty. 17 points for him last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis.
Boy, I thought his passing was absolutely fantastic. I mean, really picked apart the defense all game long.
Antetokounmpo finds Bledsoe. The wide open look here for DeRozan. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide open look in space there.
No coverage that time. 8 points for D.
Well, the first thought from the D there was to protect the rim, so good idea to take the three in transition.
And Milwaukee calls their first time out of the game. Last time they met was in Milwaukee.
A really close game between these two in that last matchup. It took a total team effort for them to get the win.
It sure did, and they got a lot of scoring from their bench, Greg, and I think that really was the crucial difference.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. That's a 2 from Korver. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast. Gone 2 of 2 from three-point range here in the first quarter. Three-pointer. The long distance three is buried.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And Greg, after this season, Antetokounmpo will be eligible to sign a Supermax extension. The Bucks want him to stay happy.
The loss of Malcolm Brogdon last summer definitely stung. Trying to control costs, but you don't want to take a step back with Giannis's decision looming.
Here's Baller. Rebounded by the Bucks.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Bounce pass from Hill. And Lopez throws it down.
You know, that's what you want out of your point guard. Hill is really doing a nice job getting the ball from side to side and not hesitating at all in doing it.
Pass to Aguilar. Here's Baller. Good on the triple.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Well, I think they're getting caught in that in-between zone, no man's land, giving up 3 straight from beyond the arc right now.
51 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Connaughton. He's coming off a 10-point game against Sacramento. Shot clock at 5. Fires the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Yeah, they're lasered in. I mean, really making the most of their possession.
Took him no time at all on that one. He's got 6.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
Yeah, he took a shot there, earned those free throws.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
There's the pass to Ilyasova. Good. The assist goes to Hill.
Really starting to come into play now is the mindset of Ilyasova inside, using every inch of his wingspan to get these shots up and in.
First free throw is good. And so he hits both. And Milwaukee has possession. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. Bucks ahead, leading by just 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter. Robin Lopez talks about the importance of being the anchor on the defensive.
That's something I relish. It's something unique. It's something to take pride in, that you have all your teammates back on.
And Greg, that's why his teammates love him.
Absolutely. You can tell Lopez really wants to make an impact on defense on every possession.
And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, they've come out of that locker room with a hot hand. Those jumpers have been falling for them.
And also, it's been a positive to watch that they've attacked the paint offensively as well. It's really been about the balance that they've shown.
On the court for Milwaukee here in the second. Ilyasova out there with Kyle Korver. Then it's George Hill. Then there's Robin Lopez. And it's Connaughton in at the 2 spot. Bucks trail by 5. Here's Lopez. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Comfortable shooting close to the basket. The size Lopez possesses gives him confidence down low.
Giannis, he's checked in for Pat Connaughton. That's good from Lopez. A lot of smart guys playing in the NBA right now, Clark. Any that you spot that could be a great future head coach in this game?
There are so many of them, Kevin, when you spend time around guys and watch how they carry themselves on the court. Usually you look at point guards because they're quarterbacks and coaches on the floor in many cases. CP3, I don't know if he has a desire to coach, but he certainly talks and feels the game as a coach. And Mike Conley, I think he too has the type of cerebral approach to the game that could lend itself to coaching.
That's an excellent starting list. Big Smooth, he's checked in for the Beast. And then for Milwaukee, DeMar DeRozan, he's checked in for Ilyasova. Matthews comes in for Kyle Korver. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for George Hill.
Well, you know, it's hard to overstate the impact that Giannis has on the floor with his play. I mean, he gives you so much at both ends of the floor, offense and defense, and really draws a lot of attention from the opposing team.
Count that one. Big Smooth got his first bucket of the night.
Dead-eye shooting from them this quarter.
And you know what? The frustration for the defense is mounting because it seems like they can't miss out there.
And Bledsoe, here we go, makes it off the glass. Bledsoe's got his first points of the game. The efficiency of Giannis, Clark, that's just the icing on the cake.
Yeah, I agree with you guys. For years, people were asking, how scary is Giannis going to be? Well, we've got our answer pretty much in the form of he's a nightmare.
Oh, the lob to DeRozan, and the dunk by DeRozan.
Well, you throw it his way, and DeRozan is going to capitalize. When he takes off, he's looking to throw it down with no hesitation.
Ball. Here's Aguilar. He doesn't hit that one. Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo. Knocked loose. DeRozan passes to Bledsoe. Got a piece of it, and that's out of bounds. Milwaukee will retain possession. B-Train's checked in for Ball. The Bucks also with the sub. Lopez, he's checked in for Robin Lopez. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. DeRozan dishes to Lopez. DeRozan scanning the floor. The game now all time. DeRozan's got 4 points this quarter.
Boy, that looks like a scouting report breakdown there. I mean, the defense has to know where DeRozan wants to do the most work. That's his sweet spot there.
Lots of room. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 3 assists now in this one. Here's B-Train. 9 points last game out. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
You know what? That's a confidence shaker for him, though. I mean, that's a shot he expects to make every time.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And the shot is good. The Bucks lead has been cut down to 2 on the bucket from Big Daddy. And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Bucks. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. Out to the right wing. Here's Big Daddy. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You know, I love how he absorbs the foul and still had a chance to knock that one down.
Boy, terrific play there. I thought even with all the contact, he still was going to get that shot to go down.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 7 of 9 in their field goal attempts here in the second quarter. Pretty good offense. Here's DeRozan. Antetokounmpo trying to free himself up. And DeRozan at the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And Greg, you know nothing makes a coach happier than selflessness on the basketball court.
And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson. On Monday, they'll host the Charlotte Hornets. Then on Wednesday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you've got to stay in the moment.
Money's checked in for Big Daddy, and Milwaukee also making a switch. Pat Connaughton, he's checked in for Matthews. Stolen by Thompson. Fast break, here they come. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
And you can see the importance of that steal. Really a 4-point swing with the conversion at the other end.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 8 of 10 from the field here in the second quarter. You've got to like how they've shot the ball.
Oh, that was terrific. My goodness. Well, guys, we've seen DeRozan. He's got tremendous bounce. And when he's airborne, not only is he up high, he's strong while he's in the air, too. Really special.
Thompson against Bledsoe. Thompson passes to D. Rocket 6. Took the opportunity when he saw it.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
And that's a foul called on Money. That's his first foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Ilyasova, he's checked in for Giannis Antetokounmpo. Korver comes in for DeMar DeRozan. And George Hill's subbed in for Eric Bledsoe.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And if they're thinking they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Well, we'll see if they have the awareness to realize that.
Here's Connaughton. He averages about 5 points a game. Lopez passes to Connaughton. It's blocked, and they'll keep possession. Fast break, here we go. Here's Money, and he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Money's got his second basket of the game.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Down low. Here's Lopez. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 4 assists in the game.
Able to just go right over the top. I mean, the big man, Lopez, doing work.
And so it's DeMar DeRozan making highlights for Milwaukee. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't. DeMar DeRozan putting in some serious work for the team tonight. He had 21 points and 1 rebound. There was a lot to like about his first 2 quarters in this one. And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game that's been so far. A fantastic game from DeMar DeRozan so far.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And you know what? I'll be interested to see just how much he's got left in the tank. That first half had to take a lot out of.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. We've got Big Smooth. B-Train out there with Shorty. Then it's D. DeMar DeRozan on the wing. And the call will be against D. That's foul number 2 for him. Matthews with it. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Bledsoe for 3. Hits the 3-point bomb.
This is a positive sign for sure. I mean, when Bledsoe's hitting this, I think it ignites the entire squad.
And since coming to the Bucks, Eric Bledsoe hasn't been asked to do nearly as much as he has in the past.
And for Bledsoe, that is a good thing, as he is best as a complementary player. Not scoring as much, but his decision-making and shot selection have vastly improved.
Got that bucket in no time at all. B-Train's got 5 points so far. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Pass to DeRozan. Shot from 12. And it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
Slaughter, the tip in on the offensive rebound.
They found a nice groove in this half, starting out 3 for 4.
The Bucks trail. Outside DeRozan. Four on the clock. Here's Giannis. An amazing finish with a hand right in his face. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the night. Here's B-Train. He's covered by Matthews. Good on the shot.
Look at the space he had on that one, though. There's an obvious speed mismatch between the two.
Floats it up for Giannis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Got that one up quick. Shorty's got himself on the board with 3 there.
Yeah, the D with very little pressure on their perimeter shooters. 3 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been from beyond.
Now here's Bledsoe. He's tightly guarded. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back.
DeRozan is deceptive in his height and quickness, so I think it makes him hard to guard, especially from this area.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
And so far this season, shooting at a 75% clip from the line.
You know, it's been a rougher year than he expected at the line, guys. I mean, he's seen the numbers dropping off for him this year.
Looking at who's out there now for the Bucks. Robin Lopez is checked in for Lopez. Corver comes in for Wesley Matthews. And it's Hill in for Eric Bledsoe.
How about this, fellas? I mean, DeRozan's aerial skills, his bounce, obvious from a very young age. His first dunk came when he was in the 6th grade, and he won the dunk contest at the high school All-American game. Major bounce.
Chalk up 2 there. 6 points for the Beast. Mark, I want to take you back a bit here to 1982. What was going through your mind over your first few NBA games?
Well, Kevin, first of all, I was really excited and thankful to have a chance to realize a dream, but I was also a little bit nervous going up against some of the guys that I had watched and idolized from afar. But once you're between those lines, it's not about idolizing guys. It's about trying to posterize them.
Any player in particular, one player that you looked out on the floor and you were out there as well saying, oh my goodness, look who I'm playing against tonight.
Well, when we first saw the Celtics and the Sixers, Larry Bird and those great teams in the 80s, Cedric Maxwell and Kevin McHale, and the Sixers, my rookie year, won it all. And they had Moses Malone, Dr. J, Bobby Jones, some of the greats in the game. So those 2 teams, and Dr. J and Larry Bird in particular.
Ilyasova, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for DeMar DeRozan. To the paint. A good finish at the rack off the slick feed. Connaughton's got 5. A great competitive game so far.
And from the look of it, this one could go right down to the wire.
Hill against Thompson. Passes to Aguilar. Here's Baller. And it's sent back by Lopez.
And the space Lopez is able to cover on defense, using that size and length to reject the shots.
1:31 left to play in the third. 6 to shoot. Here's Connaughton. He has 5. That's tipped.
And you could tell he thought he had a little more space, but the defender was right there.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there.
And great instincts, too, guys, anticipating where the miss was going.
Out of bounds. Milwaukee takes possession. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard. These teams have been terrific at turning turnovers into points.
And all those points off turnovers have been a huge bonus. I mean, that aggressive defense has also paid dividends at the offensive end of the floor.
Hill kicks to Ilyasova. Here's Connaughton. Pass to Corver. Just 5 on the clock. Lets it go. And he hits the jump shot. 7 points in the game.
And there's no defense for Corver sometimes. He's incredible at burying shots, even with a hand in his face.
Now 8 seconds separating the 2 clocks. And Hill over to help. On the pass to the Beast. Chan, guarded by Corver. Releases. That one falls.
Just so many lead changes. Nobody's held an advantage for long.
Well, the runs have just been traded back and forth all game long. Man, I'm enjoying this.
Stolen by Thompson. Here's the Beast, and he slams it one-handed.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
You know, those kinds of plays can be difference makers, game changers, momentum shifters, especially in a close contest where 1 or 2 possessions can impact the outcome.
And the game still closely contested as we end the third quarter. The home team. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Hey, that was a high-level pass no matter what position it came from. But it does make it stand out a little more when it's made by the big fella.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, the backcourt comprised of Bledsoe and Matthews. Ilyasova out there with Kyle Corver. And it's Lopez in at the 5, patrolling the paint. A superb 63% from the field.
And this is the effort you want to see out of your guys, win or lose.
Yeah, you know what? I agree. I mean, they're showing a bunch of fortitude here, keeping this game tight.
Here's Bledsoe. And the foul called on Mr. Moves. That's his first foul. Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Bledsoe outside. Pass to Matthews. 6 on the shot clock. Floats one, and it's good on the way in. Matthews has got his first points of the night.
What a nice offensive arsenal that Matthews has. I mean, he's capable of sinking these high-arching floaters as well as the threes.
Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. It's rebounded by Ilyasova.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond. Well, I like the way they're sharing the ball, and Bledsoe right in the middle of spread.
Chance to make it a little bigger right here.
And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back.
It's really been a tale of 2 halves, hasn't it, guys? As far as taking care of the basketball, immaculate at halftime, but he's had too many miscues here in the second half.
D, he's checked in for money. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis, he's checked in for Ilyasova. And DeMar DeRozan subbed in for Kyle Korver. And it's Shorty with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. Here's Giannis. Good. And the Bucks lead by 1.
Nice concentration from Giannis Antetokounmpo. Outstanding job looking over the defense and staying focused on the basket.
D covered by Giannis. Antetokounmpo pulls it in.
Now there's an example of good defense beating good offense.
Inside. And the dunk by Giannis.
Well, a nice room service feed from DeRozan. Couldn't get more wide open than that.
Here's B-Train. A three-pointer is right on target.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Passes it to Lopez. He kicks it to Giannis. And they double up DeRozan. Swiped away. One-on-one fast break. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And that's 15 points for D.
They've been going to him an awful lot this game, and you can see why. He's pouring it on.
Timeout called, the Bucks.
Every timeout, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
And I agree. I think there's going to be a new wrinkle in their game plan when they come out of this timeout.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. Kevin, they're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
The free throw drops for Eric Bledsoe.
You know, one of the things I'd like to see Bledsoe improve on is his passing. Other than that, I think his overall game is pretty solid.
Here's Shorty. Buries it from three-point range.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
And their defensive rotations have been non-existent.
And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Milwaukee. And Giannis throws it down.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
Pass to D. Here's Big Smooth. Here's B-Train. Shot clock at 6. And he goes in for the dunk.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Bledsoe outside. Lopez outside. Low block shot. And Matthews with the basket on the assist from Lopez. Matthews has got it all tied up now for the Bucks. Gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor. Here's B-Train. He's covered by Matthews.
An aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think.
That's exactly how you send it. 2 hands and down.
Bucks have gotten 7 of their 8 shots to fall here in the fourth. A tremendous offensive outburst. It's Giannis with the drive and the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
And Antetokounmpo is just a blur. I mean, I don't know how a 7-foot guy with that wingspan and all legs and arms can be a blur, but man, he's like a lightning bolt when he gets room to roll to the basket.
Lopez with the steal. And now in transition is Bledsoe. Here we go. And that one, good. Bledsoe's got 5 points now in the quarter.
That is the killer instinct of Eric Bledsoe. When the game is up for grabs, he seizes it by the thumb.
Here's B-Train. Drops in the tray.
He's so clutch, Kevin. When the pressure is at its highest, that's when he's at his very best.
Milwaukee's gone 3 of 6 tonight when they've let it fly from downtown. here's Young. He's covered closely. Fires for three. Trifecta.
Somebody stirred up Eric Bledsoe. He's rolling.
50 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Here's Shorty. Out left to the wing. D. Bullseye.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Timeout called, the Bucks. They're behind by 1. 40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, D.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
And the foul on Big Smooth. That is his first foul of the game. .35 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Stolen.
And thought that pass was going to get through, but no. All of a sudden, he was going the other way with the basketball.
Here's Shorty. Now the pass to Slaughter. 5 on the clock. Here's G. Nails the tray.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Now a timeout called by Milwaukee. They're down by 4. 7 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
Yeah, trying to get back in this thing, they need a score.
Yeah, and they need it hiccup fast. I mean, they'll be drawing up a quick hitter in the huddle here, no doubt.
And so they get the victory here at home. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just the overall trust this group has in one another when it matters most. Doing what had to be done and to send these fans home happy.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our terrific 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. See you later.